Hey y'all, this is Still Ripples, and this is a different kind of video that I'm doing. This is actually something I'm going to start doing probably weekly, and the name of it is Plutonian Discussions, maybe Plutonian Tea. One of those two. We'll see which one sticks. So, right now, I actually want to talk about some spiritual topics. And so, like, this may not, I know it's not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but I just want my channel to be a place where I can share or document like experiences that I'm going through. And then, if we have this kind of technology in the future, I can always kind of come back and like have like the ability to view my journey, right? And yeah, my nose is itching like crazy. I don't know why this happens once I get in front of the video. But anyway, uh, so the event is the spiritual thing that I'm referring to. And what is the event? Because some of you may not have heard of it. Uh, the event is supposed to be the collective, so like the people on Earth moving from primarily operating in a three-dimensional reality and shifting to fourth dimension reality and ultimately to a fifth dimensional reality. And I follow one station like pretty closely, a Luna Ash Clairvoyant 90. And this is funny how I came across her channel because I was subscribed to her like when she had like 35 subscribers or something. And and I was just drawn somehow to her energy, I would say, from watching Magic Mike's videos, like his astrology reports, his tarot readings. So I would always see her like in the live stream. And just something about her energy, I would see her there and then on some Adolo videos. And yeah, I don't know. So I subscribed to her, like she had 35 subscribers, and now I think it's been like maybe 3 months or so, 3 or 4 months, and she has like 13,000 subscribers, and she started kind of talking about the event, which was something I had already been introduced to, and I didn't even know that that's what information she would put out on her channel because there was really nothing on her channel at the time I subscribed. She may have had like 3 videos talking about like the skyline or something, and yeah, so I wasn't subscribing like to honestly get content. But now it's like abundant content, so that's a plus. But yeah, so it's like her channel ended up being about the event, and I was initially introduced to the event by Dolores Cannon, like something like she was recommended on my YouTube feed. And yeah, I went and like got her books. I like read her books. I went and I had QHHT done, which is her particular type of therapy, like therapists are trained to do. So I had that done in November of last year. And like even like reading everything that Dolores wrote, and not everything that she wrote, I read maybe I think it's like 2 or 3 of her books. And when I read information, typically it's like there's something for me to take away from it, and then there's something for me to leave. And so, like, there were some parts I was like, okay, well, I don't know about that. And I was skeptical and just kind of like, maybe she's causing this particular, so law of attraction, I believe in that. So maybe she's causing this particular set of things to happen because she's expecting. So if she had like one experience where something happened or whatever, then maybe she was expecting it. And so she just kept on expecting and it kept coming and it's her thing. But since I've heard more and more information, it's like, oh, like maybe that's a thing. Like maybe we are supposed to move from 3D to 4D to 5D, which would be like awesome, right? Because it's like 3D kind of sucks. Like 3D has you like in your feelings over stuff. 3D has you stressed out over things. 3D has you depressed, like all of these things that we experience. And then my mind's still saying, like, but it's law of attraction, so obviously they want it. That's why they're drawing it to themselves. But that's neither here nor there. So basically, what I want to say is, I just wanted to have, like, again, like the opportunity to document my specific experiences with the event. If this is a thing, it feels now like after yesterday, and I'm about to go into the story about what happened yesterday. I feel that, well, like, this could really be a thing, like a pretty cool thing, maybe. So, what I experienced yesterday, I just kind of was stopped in my tracks. I was on the phone with my mom. I was driving to go get a bag of ice, and I didn't make it to go get the bag of ice because the sky had me in awe. Like, I just got off the phone with my mom pretty quickly. I was like, okay, I can't stay on the phone like right now. I need to take this all in because it was like so breathtaking. I felt very like just positive emotions like towards what I was seeing. And then I think it's combined with the information that I've received, like from the channels that I've watched that are talking about the event, till it's like, this seems pretty real. Like I went from like being very skeptical to like, this could be possible. Of course, I am exposed to a lot of information on it, so law of attraction keeps coming into my mind. But yesterday, the sky was just, it was brilliant. The sun was behind the clouds, but you could see yellow from the sun still. It was like a glowing white light around the clouds. There was pink and purple mixture of clouds together in some places. And there were like 3 like different areas. If my nose could just stop itching. Okay. Like 3 different areas where the lights were just like beaming up from, like the sun hitting those areas. It was just so, but then it started to get bigger. So instead of being 3, like in the end, it was like 1 beam of pink light. Just so amazing. And yeah, it was just brilliantly amazing. And I've kind of started feeling like, am I supposed to do something? Like, am I supposed to go towards this bright thing that I'm seeing? Am I supposed to, like, be on the lookout for something that is going to happen? Do I need to, well, I didn't even think about, like, do I need to meditate? But that would be something that, like, do I need to meditate to get to the state? Like, it was just like, is it time? Like, is this happening? Is it time? And yeah. And I've actually noticed like the changes in the skies since 2012, like when the Mayan calendar ended. But I don't know. I guess I didn't put it together as being like, an event or a new earth or anything like that. But just like, oh, like maybe, things are changing. Like they went up this far with their calendar. And so, hey, like this is some new stuff happening in the sky. Maybe we're supposed to be, doing some other calendar now. But I just like to know, like, if you guys are experiencing anything. Like, I haven't had, like, a whole lot of, say, spiritual things happening. The most I've experienced is, like, I moved to this house in the summer of 2018, in August of 2018, I believe. 2017 is 2018 now. And since I've been here, like, I definitely feel energies a lot more than I have, like, ever before, really. So it's like, things will happen to where like there's been like knocks or like things kind of like a noise during the night, which I don't really hear that anymore. I feel like it's decreased some. There's still like things that happen, And so like part of me is like, oh, you could have just moved into, you know, a house that has like spirits or whatever, right? Or I mean like that could totally be a part of, I guess, the things that are supposed to be happening, or the things that Dolores Cannon has been told about, that other people have been told about that were to come. And I moved in here like on the eclipse, like during the eclipse. And that's funny because it was in my, well, actually, I was going to say my eighth house, but it was in my seventh house. So not so much because I only dealt with like partnerships and stuff like that. So if it was the eighth house, I'd be like, yeah, like that would explain the activity. But yeah, so I just want to know if there's anybody who is also having like any kind of spiritual symptoms or ascension symptoms. I know I've been having like a lot of body aches, and those are supposedly related to it. Like today, I'm having like a pretty good body day, but like the whole like right side of my body had been hurting for a while, and I experienced the eclipse in, I think on February the 15th in Aquarius. It hit my, because even though I'm a Pisces, like Aquarius is my first house, and the degree that it was within 5 degrees of my sun, and like that just had me feeling so low energy. It's like it's supposed to be that time of the year, like where your birthday's coming around and you're feeling pumped, you're feeling good. I was feeling like crap, and then it took so long for that to pass. Um, and then by the time like that kind of went away, and I was trying to get into a better groove, then it's like, okay, the body ache stuff has started to become more of an issue. But hopefully, like the way I feel today, like I'll continue to. But again, so let me know like if you guys have heard of the event. What are your thoughts about the event? I don't know. Have you experienced any ascension symptoms? And especially like if you're, not especially, but I guess I like to hear like if there are like people like, okay, African Americans that are going through it too, because I like, I don't really see any of me, and I try to like move away from being like too in my thoughts about race or whatever, or too attached to a race. Like I acknowledge that I'm black, obviously, but I try to stay away from like things that can kind of be like a trigger, like get you like angry or something like that, or sad, or whatever the point may be of those kind of trigger points. But yeah, so if you are, like that would be great to hear of other people that are experiencing anything similar. Like if you noticed the sky yesterday, today is May 27th, so yesterday was May 26th, and I experienced it in the evening, probably somewhere like in a 7 o'clock hour. I'm guessing it may have been earlier than that, but it was just like brilliant. I'm gonna put the pictures at the end, and like I said, I'll be having discussions like this. So like if this isn't your cup of tea, just know that when you see like Plutonian tea or Plutonian discussions, whatever I decide to stick to the name with for it, then you may want to stay away from like those kind of videos, the videos that I'm putting out, because it'll be going like a little bit deeper than like intuitive discussions on tarot or what have you. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and share, comment. All right, and I'll see you guys the next time. Bye.